We're about to lose one. Get the intruder.
Copy. We're almost there.
Security breach.
Attacking the area.
Security breach.
Shit, I've got movement. Where? Everywhere. Contact!
Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back. Wyatt Hurts here. I know it's been a while. It's been a while since we've had any SvM up here, but I'm bringing back a little bit more. This is an older round, but it's still a good one. It's still a good one. Right now we're rocking it. Well, it's Cartel. It's SvM Blacklist mode. I'm rocking out the ghillie suit, and it's kind of an older build of the ghillie suit, but the ghillie suit, for the most part, it just doesn't change. Only the weapon in my hand changes, which is the PP2000. This suit, this build, this loadout, ghillie suit, RFD disruption, takedown gloves, ID blocker pants, some quick slicing and dicing on this guy who I'm going to call Kindante, because I don't know how to pronounce the middle of that word. God damn. Anyway, so takedown gloves, ID blocker pants, whisper boots, EMP grenades, and that PP2000 is what's in my hand right now, yes. And that's the loadout as it stands. So you can see, for you guys that follow the content pretty regularly here, you can gauge how far in time we've gone back, you know, how far back in time we've gone to get this footage. And there we go, catching Gunnut after he did a little work on Johnny Hawk, who did a little work on Mr. Nilmai at the front door. And this was beautiful. I was actually just kind of running to safety. But to catch Dante coming in at that lower door, I was expecting him to come barreling up the stairs, and I was just trying to get out of there, go over the railing, and caught him right there, you know, because I did catch that glimpse of him when he was first entering the A sector at the main door. I caught a glimpse of him, and I was just trying to get out of there. You know? Anyway, I shut down the drone. This was played pretty nicely. I did like this. However, it cost me. You know, I hesitate. I wasn't sure what to do, and by the time, well, Mr. Nilmai made my decision for me. He decided that I was going to die. But you saw me scramble. As soon as I saw that grenade coming, I knew I had to get out of there, you know. And it was just beautifully played. It was really smart play by him. Unfortunately, oh, crazy! Doing a pose, striking a pose for us. Good man, good man. And that's with that mine death. That very voguish death. I don't know what you'd call that exactly. But with him falling, that's the end of our hack, you know. And luckily I catch Dante again. You know that guy's cursing me. I've put him down 3 times in a row, people. You know he's not pleased. He's seen more death screen than actual game time at this point. Yes, that's why it hurts. That's why it hurts. Anyway, what the hell was I rambling on about? I was talking about some... Oh, Mr. Nilmai and that goddamn grenade that he tossed up there. Beautifully played, you know. He knew where his drone went down, and he was making sure that if, you know, I was going to suffer for destroying his precious drone. And actually, it was just a smart play, you know, he knew that the drone went down in that room in particular, and it was just a smart play to you know, throw an explosive up there, make sure somebody wasn't going to come down and drop on his head, you know. I was trying, I was getting ready for it, but he stuffed me. And it won't be the last time. Mr. Nilmai has a great arm on with those grenades. And it won't be the last time he puts me down with it, you know. Now, right here, I'm posted up. I do have this hack going. This is really settled. On this map in particular, I probably enjoy trying to bring in the B hack. Of all the 3 sectors, I enjoy the B hack the most. You know, when I'm the hacker, I like this area. I feel comfortable here. I feel at home here. I take out the gun nut, you know, with a quick little scramble. I didn't like the way the other 2 guys were kind of pushing around that far side on me. I was forced to get out of there. There are 2 disruptors roaming the grounds. Obviously, the gun nut, he's Mr. Disruptor. That Kindante guy, he's also disrupting shit, you know. Disrupting my style, my groove, my mojo. I'm not happy, which is why he had to suffer so much at the start of the game. God damn it, people. God damn it. Anyway, I'm still, you know, just kind of sneaking around. Oh, the nut's having none of it, forcing me out of my hidey hole. Down we go, and this is what I love about this sector. Just being able to do that. You know, I go right out in the open, and then just kind of swing around and find safety again. And I keep them guessing. And the nut, you know, despite having squared off against him as often as I do, I still get away with this. These little, I don't know, these little zigs and zags, these little patterns that I run here in this sector, you know. And one more time I get him. And you saw him, I mean, I think it was Johnny Hawk. Was it Johnny Hawk that the nut put down? I think that's who it was. Squared off with the nut, you know. And put him down and left him exposed. I could have gone in for the kill when he was down on the ground. I just didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to risk losing that hack at that point, you know. And it was just kind of a bonus that I managed to grab the nut. You know, I really wasn't expecting to come out of here alive. And I'm still needing to battle my way out. Getting a little revenge on Nilma here. Putting him down, and here comes somebody else roaming in, running a patrol up these stairs. I'm a little late to the party. You know, I think it's the nut. It is the nut. Mr. Disruptor in here, looking for revenge. He's frothing at the mouth. He's foaming. He's furious. And I don't know. I did like a little stutter step on him, you know. And he was just too enraged. He went to the melee far too early, coming down those stairs, and tossed the grenade in there. I don't know how I survived it all, but I did. And I put him down again. God damn it, nut. God damn it. Anyway. And who do I catch here this time? I think it's Kindante again. That poor guy. That poor man. Good lord. Good lord. So I get him again. We do have this hack going pretty deep now at this point. 40%. And the hacker falls because of my laziness. But I put him down. I avenge him. Put down the gun nut. You know, my two guys that I'm really working hard on are the nut and Kindante, you know. Goddamn. Too bad for them. Too bad for them. They're in my sights.
Stay with it.
Anyway, I picked this hack up at about, what was it, about the 45-50% mark. Gonna try and bring this one home. Gonna try and make a run for it. I'm in my building that I like to be in. I probably could have been, you know, posted up on the railing, putting a little fire out there, anchoring up. I do like to anchor up with this weapon, this PP2000. I find that's where it's the most accurate. It could just all be in my, you know, my imagination. You see Crazy Crunch there. He goes down, getting his back broken, and I make a mad dash for this the opposite building. I figure if I can get over here alive, I'll be good, and there it was. God damn it, I'm stuffed, I'm shut down with that mine. You know what, I kind of saw the mine there approaching, you know. It's tough with those sonar goggles. Y'all have to admit it. Tough to pick up the mines with the sonar goggles. I did kind of see the little circular device there. I did know that a Merc had just been over there kind of running a patrol through that building. And just in my haste, my sloppy haste, I got my ass sent to, you know, blown to smithereens. Yes, sent to the next life. Anyway, I'm back. I'm creeping. Trying to get in here, pick this hack up one more time. Crazy Crunch is in the area. Looking over in the distance. Johnny Hawk is over at A. And there's a Merc presence here. There's a Merc presence there. I do like getting that B objective first, though, because it can make picking up a second hack a little bit easier. The Mercs are forced to split, forced to divide. I was getting ready for that death from above. Had I gotten the death from above there, probably would have made a move on the C terminal, but I didn't like my odds now. There's too many Mercs. I felt that there were at least two over there, but unfortunately, what I missed after I committed to making this run was that this guy that you saw on my sonar, off on the right-hand side of the screen, still making a run. He is making a big run, a big beeline for the A terminal. And of course, just as I get over here, Johnny Hawk, who was my, you know, my man in this sector, he gets put down. And I played this pretty poorly. I mean, look at that. I took out, I took out the gadget, you know, but unfortunately, really gave my position away sooner than I needed to. Probably could have gotten a neck had I played it a little bit differently, you know, been a little bit more patient with it. And well, that'll cost you sometimes. If you're not going to be patient with this game when you need to be, you know, you have to know when to be aggressive and when to be patient. And I think that was a moment to be patient. And I'm not out of the water yet. I'm just kind of dangling in kind of a bad location for where the patrol is working. And he comes roaming, you know, Bartley B here, or Bartley by, or Bartleby. I don't know what that name is supposed to be. Bartleby. Don't know. Bartleby sounds good, though. Sounds right. Bartleby coming around the corner with his shotgun in hand, tracking me beautifully and bucked me down beautifully there. Great shot. Great kill shot. Great kill blast. A blast to the brain, put me down, sending me to the next life. And I don't think I actually get to make a long run here. No. Getting put down by Kindante. And I don't mind. You know, this map and Silo is another map that can be tough on the spies when they're spawning. I'm not a big fan of blatant spawn camping, you know, when a guy's just kind of playing that way to try and stack up his numbers and keep the spies shut down. But, you know, to have random encounters like that, I can't blame him. You know, I can't fault him for that. He wasn't still there, camped out, doing damage. I think it was just an unlucky turn of events that put me in his scope, in his sight, just as I was coming back to life. And I nearly get sent to the next life again, right out of the gate. God damn, who is that down there? You will suffer, sir. You will suffer. There's three of us here, and we're all just kind of held up by this one guy. And finally, I make a move. Come out here. Mr. Nilma, you saw him. Like I said, he's got a great arm on him. Come down and do a little slicing and dicing. Didn't want him getting a second grenade up there. And right there, unfortunately, this is the nut, Mr. Disruptor. Poor Doug there. You know, I don't know why you were making a run for the stairs. I think I just lost him behind that pillar, which was my goal. But I think Doug, I think Gunnut, I think he thought that I had probably gone up to the second level, mounted that pillar, and was up on the upper balcony, and he was looking to cut me off, He could have just been making a mad dash to safety, the safety of the stairwell, where he's going to do like a 180 and get ready to gun me down. And I do love seeing this. Look at this. Look at this team. Fantastic. Fantastic perimeter. Crazy Crunch at the door. Johnny Hawk, the early perimeter up there by the van, the bus, whatever you want to call it. And he actually, I think, no, he doesn't do any slicing of this. He tries, but Nut, he's on to his game. He's on to his game. Puts him down, but he stopped short at the doorway by defender number 2 with Crazy Crunch there, and I just barely survived that. That is Mr. Nilmai with his great arm, his great precise grenade tosses. Goddamn. Trying to finish me off, and Crazy Crunch, what happened to you, fool? What happened? I think actually Mr. Nilmai gunned him down, so now I'm up here all by myself, and if you noticed, it was just some bad timing, 2-on-1. I noticed one guy was getting ready to make his move on the doorway. I noticed, and then just as that sonar flash pulsed up, as soon as it pulsed up, I saw Nilmai winding up that arm, getting ready to toss a haymaker my way, put me down, and he did. It caught me. I just kind of got stuck in a shuffle drum. I don't know what, a truffle shuffle again. Just kind of got all stuck up, moving one way but needing to move the other. Anyway, a pretty solid round there. We bring in 181%. Not great, but not horrible by any means. The opposing team will certainly have their work cut out for them. You can see Nilmai, great numbers down there. 2 defense, 11 and 6. And even Nut and Dante, I mean, despite I felt like I was really working those two over, they came out of that round at about 500%. I think myself, I had 1 hack there, and then a 12 and 5. So pretty good numbers there. I'll tell you what, though, I don't have a great round here on the Merc side of things. I do a lot of killing, but I die about, 5 or 6 times. The Spies, the enemy Spies, were doing a lot of slicing and dicing, especially coming down the final stretch, and I think that's what really caught my eye. It just felt like there was a lot of death on my screen, happening on my screen in a real short amount of time, But anyway, we'll see how things go here. Now, did I mention that this was some older footage? You can see, yes, I think I did with the PP2000 when I was running down the Spy. I did mention that this was some older footage. Looking at it, we've seen the AK-47 before. We did see me wielding that PP2000 in my old faithful loadout. And that's just the way it goes with me sometimes, I'll do a quick rundown of this kit. Honestly, when I get my footage, the way it goes down is I'll get in there for a couple of days. Usually the first day is a warm-up. I will try and record, but there's usually not much worth saving after that first day. The second day is when when I grab a few good rounds, and then it all kind of sits there for a day, and I'll take a look at it all. And I'll take a look at the end game, at the end game numbers, and that's a great way just to kind of cut it all in half, figure out what's going to the trash bin real quickly. And then what I end up with are, a chunk of videos that some of them are glaringly, really, glaringly beautiful. They're really worth putting up here on the channel. And then there's the other ones that are okay, it's not bad, but not great. And then what happens sometimes is I'll get 6 or 7 vids, and it's of 2 maps, so and that's what happens with 6 maps. That's what bloody well happens. That happens more often than it doesn't, And this is one of those cases. This kind of got pushed aside. This got put on the shelf and was collecting dust because whatever I had of Cartel, probably the last one that got released here, was just better than this one. I felt like it was a better round to put up. So this one, I didn't want to put up 2 Cartels back to back. So this one goes on the shelf for a little while. Anyway, with all that said, a big ramble going on there, but doing some good work here. Shutting things down for the most part. Actually, no, we're 69% here. I need to pay attention. But, oh no, there we go. Now we've shut things down. Kin Dante running a pretty solid hack, getting sneaky, getting shut down at 69%. You were fucked, sir. You were fucked. Yes. Anyway, Johnny Hawk doing the job, getting things done where I could not. And let's run down this kit at long last. We've seen it before, it's been a while, but we have seen it before. The AK-47. This is my old Disruptor build. Motion tracking with the Disruptor suit, obviously. I'm carrying mines as my gear. Armored helmet, faster reload gloves, my spandex pants. Oh, I never leave home without them. And my running shoes. There we go. And this was an interesting squaring off here with the gun nut. It was just like this really long little standoff. I was I don't know why I was nervous to make my move. He was really on the mark with those zaps, So I was watching it for that. You see the feet of the second guy behind that van, and now a third popping up out of this window. So they're swarming me here down this street. And I'm really, you know, just hesitant. I was scared. I don't want to move forward. Get stuck in a swarm. You know, get stuck in a goddamn swarm, a tornado. All 3 spies all running around me all at once, you know. Anyway, and it paid off, you know. I managed to put them both down, just kind of holding my ground at the end of the street. Goddamn. One of them should have just made a move, a beeline for A or something, you know. But, well, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Anyway, so did I run down the kit? I did. The disruptor suit is kicked on as I run my patrol around the B terminal. I hear a little bit of activity in here, and yes, there was a mine getting destroyed, and there's the Dante, the Kin Dante, putting him down, stopping him short at right at greatness. Yes, right at the doorway to greatness. Had he picked up that hack, I'm predicting he would have brought it in. Yes, that's why it was the doorway of greatness, and I shut him down. I slammed the door of greatness in his face. Come again. Come again. There we go. Anyway, I'm in here on the A terminal now. Things have quieted down, but I promise y'all, at about the 2-minute mark, things are going to pick up. You know, at about the 2-minute mark. Actually, things do pick up here along the way, but things really get intense coming down the final stretch, as I said, and it's not in my favor. It's not intense in a good way, no. Anyway, the A-hack gets picked up, but I'm right in there. I'm right in the area. Shut down Mr. Nilmai real quickly. Getting swarmed, you know, Kin Dante coming in there, looking to sneak in behind me, do some slicing and dicing, spill some blood. Slice my throat open, cut it open, you know. Looking to do some damage, rip some flesh open. And you're shut down, sir. You're shut down. Again! Slamming the door. Slamming the door of greatness in somebody's face. Goddamn. Come back when you're worthy, sir. Come back when you're worthy. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm sure he's plenty worthy at this point. Of course, you know, I'm just kind of making light of it all. Just, it's all in good fun, people. All in good fun. Anyway, we have a good, strong presence over there on C. You can see, this is probably the nut. It is. He does like working the shadows down this little, I don't know what you'd call this little side road, with all the carts, the watermelon. He's in there. He's got a good hankering for watermelon. He loves the stuff. That's why he's always there, yes. Working those carts over. He's like, goddamn, I can post up here, put on a solid guard, and I can munch away at this delicious, fantastic pink watermelon of greatness, yes. And here's the nut coming back from a very awkward spawn, but it does happen that they end up out there. Especially when the A-hack is going, you know, and I just kind of catch him. It was just in the right place at the right time to put him down, you know, denying him my back. But I'm a little nervous. You can see I'm a little on edge here, looking a little erratic as I move through these these 2 rooms. I don't know what I'm trying to hunt down. I must have seen something there, but there was nothing there, was there? There was nothing there. Chasing shadows, swatting at flies, not really sure what I was doing. I was losing it, yes, losing it. That's what happens when you're guarding the doorway to greatness. Madness does have a tendency to set in, people. Anyway, Dante. Oh! Did I drop a little miniature teabag, little junior teabag on him? I think I did, people. I think I did. Goddamn. Don't tell him. Don't tell him it happened. Anyway, the nut. Putting down Johnny Hawk. You see it up there. I'm detected by somebody. Somebody's got me on their intel device, their intel suit. You can see 2 more spies moving in the area. Oh, some great fire there on the gun nut. Really sticking it to you this round, dog. Sorry, sir. Sorry. But Nilmai, in fact, you know what? Despite it, he still comes out with pretty decent numbers in the end. And Nilmai, slicing and dicing, you know? Sticking it to me on both ends, you know? I mean, I put him down a couple times, but I really think in the grand scheme of things, he got the better of me. And look at that. He took down 3 of us. 3 of us. He completely dismantled the Merc operation, you know? And now he's free to do what he wants. Free to do what he wants, and I think he picked up a hack somewhere. No, somebody picked up the C-hack. You know, it would have been beautiful with all the slicing and dicing that Nilmai was doing over in A, that he gets to start the hack. But somebody picked it up over in the C sector, and I'm over here. Something has caught my eye. Not really sure. Probably heard some footsteps. Again, maybe just chasing shadows. Like I said, madness does set in. Does have a tendency to set in when you're guarding that door to greatness, yes. Anyway, it's like staring into an... Whoa. Losing my microphone. Getting all discombobulated here. All over the place, people. Anyway, headphones coming off. Oh my god, slicing and dicing. There we go. And Nilmai putting me down again. Again, people, again. This guy, what is going on? And why am I in the A sector? No, I wasn't in the A sector, was I? I was in the C sector. Wake up, Hertz! Wake up. But Nilmai putting me down. Like I said, that guy really the bane of my existence at this point. Having his way with me and making me look foolish. And here we are, just passing the 2-minute warning. They get this hack going on B. and I shut it down pretty quickly. But I'll tell you something. Things aren't going to go well here with these last couple minutes. And it starts right there with a gun nut. With that beautiful quick scope tase, that no scope tase, whatever you want to call it, put me down just like that. You know, without missing a step, closed in, took my neck, and sent me to the next left, tossed me through the door of greatness, and it took my posting at it, yes, slammed it in my dying corpse's face, yes, that's what he did. Anyway, this B terminal is running pretty strong right now, 20%, closing in on the minute, time is ticking down, and again, did you see all of the red, you know, that was dominating kind of the Mercs on that slice and dice listing, you know, the death toll up in the upper right hand corner. Again, 3 of us were down. I think the entire team was wiped out, and that is kind of the benefit of this B sector. I mean, I run it one way, and I love running it. I don't mind dealing with opposition when I'm running a hack on the B sector. But the one thing that I noticed, especially, and it became really apparent to me in this game and a couple of others, probably stuff that never made it to the channel, but I have noticed that if the Spies can get the hack going here, and that was awful. I mean, my God, I knew where he was. I was closing in, fell up a little short there with that elbow, that I don't know, the gun bash or whatever the hell I went in for. God damn, unfortunate. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that, and you can see, we do charge in here, but the thing about the B sector is it can be tough. You know, if you're not comfortable doing the hack in motion, it can be tough to kind of get the hack, you know, bring it home in there when there's a patrol running in there. But what is great about this sector is that if the Spies get it going, it's a pretty easy building to defend. You know, there are limited entry points. I mean, there's 5, I think, in total for the Mercs to enter, and they're pretty. You can stack up on multiple entry points and guard. You know, like one guy could guard a lane and guard 2 entry points, whereas another guy, you know, there aren't a lot of great ways in there. There's a lot of great ways in, but they're pretty easy to guard as the Spies, you know? And it can be tough for the Mercs to get in there and reestablish a presence in that sector. Really difficult, in fact, to reestablish a presence in there. If there's a good team of Spies that are guarding the entrances really well. That's the great thing about that B sector. It can be tough to get in there and get things going if there's a Merc presence in there early on, but it can be pretty solid. You can really run it well and keep the Merc presence out if you kind of banish them, if you exile them, if you send them all to the next life. You send them packing, and you've got a good team that are guarding the sector and the doorways and the entry points properly, right? Anyway, with all that said, I should probably stop rambling at this point. 181% to 100%. You know, a great scramble by them coming down that final stretch to bring in that hack, really saving some face for themselves, you know, and some great numbers. You know, myself, 1 hack, 3 defense, 28 and 11. You know, that wasn't my best, but certainly was pretty solid. Can't complain. Down on the other level, down on the bottom level there, Mr. Nilmai, 2 defense for him, 20 and 12. You know, really my nemesis that game. And like I said, despite really, I felt like I was having a solid performance against Dante there and the Nut. You know, they both came in with respectable performances. You know, 1 defend for Dante, 18 and 14, gets into the plus side of things. The Nut, you know, sitting at about 500 there, 14 and 16 with 1 defend for him. So, you know what? He was doing his work in other places, you know, and of course he did get that great revenge kill on me coming down that final stretch in the B sector. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by, tuning in, and checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're happy to see it back, you know. You know, it's a tough call at this point. I'm trying to, you know, balance a few different projects here on the channel. I hope a lot of you guys I know that some of you really just come over here to check out the SvM because that's what you play, you know, on whatever platform you play it on, and that's fine. You know, I'm used to that here. But I hope you guys aren't disappointed with, you know, 1 or 2 episodes popping out a week. I think that's really all I can justify doing at this point. I wish I could maybe do a little bit more, but with only the 6 maps and having spent as much time with this title as I already have, and having run through a lot of the weapons available in various videos, I don't think I can do any more than 1 or 2 a week. You know, and I hope you guys are happy with that, or at least satisfied with that. Maybe you'll check out the Titanfall. I'm spending quite a bit of time in that game. I'm really enjoying it. It's a big, shift in gears. The pacing's a lot different. Different game completely, right? And I don't expect guys that maybe enjoy this style of gameplay to. I would not assume that they would enjoy that as well. But check it out. You might find something you enjoy about it. Maybe it'll change your mind about picking up the game. Who knows? Who knows? But it's there. That's kind of what I'm focusing on with the multiplayer. But this isn't leaving. You know, there will come a time. Obviously, the channel is always changing a little bit. Things are always being shifted around and altered, and there will come a time where this kind of runs its course with the SvM. And well, hopefully you guys won't be disappointed when that happens, but it will, you know. But for the time being, I'm still trying to run at 1 or 2 a week, and hopefully you guys are satisfied with that. I guess that's what I'm trying to spit out. I like to take the long road to do things like this, though, you know. That's just who I am. But one more time, guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you'll toss me a like, you know, thumb it up, show some support. Until next time, remember why it hurts. Later.